Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Renuka. Welcome you all on this channel. Here today I have bring one new topic for you which is very important, and that topic name is insurance claim account. Students, first of all we should know what is insurance claim and in which case we think about this insurance claim and insurance covered. Students, a businesses may suffer abnormal losses due to different reasons, and that reasons may be a fire, theft or strike also. Among them, the most common which destroys or damage various assets like stock, building, machinery, etc., and that reason is fire. When a fire takes place, the businesses naturally incurs heavy losses, and in turn the normal business operations are disturbed. Hence, the businessmen need insurance, especially in regard to cover losses of stock destroyed by fire and loss of profit during the period of disruption of normal business operations. When a business suffers a loss from an insured event, it has to notify the insurance company regarding the loss of assets and to file a claim for compensation against those losses. Student, these claims are known as insurance claim. Then, what is meant by insurance cover? Insurance cover would enable a businessman to carry on the business without much difficulty. Students, here the question will come to the businessman that how he should calculate the claim to log with the insurance company. And today I have bring the solution for the businessman's question or the problem that how to claim for loss of stock. In next part will bring how to claim amount for the loss of profit. Right now we'll see the accounting procedure or the procedure to claim an amount against the loss of stock of an business. Here student, we have already seen that there are three types of insurance claim businessman should have, and that claim he should have for the loss of stock, for the loss of profit and for the loss of fixed asset. In out of these three, we are taking a first part, that is claim for loss of stock. To find out the claim for loss of stock or to find out the amount for loss of stock, we must know the accounting procedure for calculate that amount. And for calculating that amount, first of all, we have to calculate percentage of gross profit through the trading account. Okay. Then after making trading account and finding out percentage of gross profit, we must know the actual value of stock on the date of fire. When the fire occurred at business place, what was the stock amount, and the stock amount we can find out with memorandum trading account. Memorandum trading account means the trading account basically which we prepare from the first day of financial account up to the date of fire. Then after finding out the value of stock on the date of fire, we find out actual loss of stock. Actual loss of stock we can find out if we know the salvage value of stock. Means at the date of fire, if there is a value of 4 lakh stock and the 3 lakh stock has get fired and get totally destroyed by fire, then 1 lakh rupees will be the stock of salvage or stock of saved. At this stage, we'll deduct that 1 lakh from the total stock on the date of fire and will get actual loss of stock, that actual loss of stock will be rupees 3 lakh only. Then if there is no average clause is applicable in insurance policy terms and condition, then the amount of claim will be the same as the loss of stock. Means at given example, we have taken 3 lakh as a loss of stock, and that 3 lakh will be the equivalent of amount of claim. But if average clause is applicable, there is again a additional formula to calculate the amount of claim. So with this we can find out amount of claim. Students, rather than to discuss other things, I have directly bring over here an example, and with the help of this example we are solving out here amount of claim example. So what was our first step? Our first step was finding out percentage of gross profit. But for finding out percentage of gross profit, we must know what is the value of gross profit. So we'll prepare for that trading account, and the financial year we have given here, that is 31st March 2019. Students, I have prepared here trading account, particular amount format, which we called it as a table format or T format. Here with the help of example, the figures which we have given in the example, I am taking out that figure. We all know trading account and where which value we should have to put. Opening stock we have given, that is 300, purchases 200. We have also given return outward, so we will deduct that 100 rupees from 200 and the outer purchases amount will be 100. Then direct expenses rupees 150, carriage inward, that is rupees 100, wages again rupees 100. Our sales value for the financial year, that is 750, and return inward is rupees 100. So outer value is 650 rupees. Now I have, the closing stock value will put down, that is rupees 350, and with this we can find out gross profit. Students, we first of all to search out all the figures related to the financial year, last financial year. We put down all the figures into this trading account, and after finished all the figures, we are going to total out this trading account to find out the gross profit. I have totaled over here. The total is rupees 1000 for credit side, and the debit side total you can see. The debit side total is only 750, 300 plus 100, 400, 550, 650 and 750. So the difference is 250. By 250 rupees, the credit side is more than the debit side. It means we have gross profit, that is rupees 2,250. The figures I have taken here in thousand. So two zeros I have removed from these figures. We have to add that 2 zeros. So the total gross profit over here, that is rupees 250, means 25,000 rupees. Students, with the help of this gross profit, we can find out easily percentage of gross profit, which is important for us to find out stock on the date of fire. For gross profit, we'll take this ratio, gross profit upon sales into 100, and with this we can find out easily gross profit percentage. Here you can see that 25,000 we find out as a gross profit. Our sales value for that mention financial year is 65,000. We are going to multiply that by rupees 100, and our percentage of gross profit here is 38.46%. We are going to use this percentage of gross profit for the further step. Now our second step is we have to find out value of stock on the date of fire. For that purpose, we are going to make here memorandum trading account. I have already told you that the memorandum trading account is not a trading account for the full financial year. It is a trading account from the first day or the first day of the next financial year up to the date of fire. So I have put over here the date, that is 1st April 2019 to 30th June 2019. Again, the memorandum trading account format is same like trading account, which is a T form format. I will put over here the value related to this term only, which is given in the example. So opening stock is 350, that is 35,000. Purchases is 10,000. Wages is 35,000 again. Carriage inward is 10,000. Now sales, in this case up to the date of fire, the sales value is rupees 50,000. Here we don't know what is closing stock, that exactly we have to find out, closing stock or the stock on the date of fire. So first of all, we will take down the gross profit with the help of percentage of gross profit we have already searched out as a previous step. Here gross profit will be applicable to the next step also, that gross profit percentage will be the same for the memorandum period. So the percentage is 38.46. will apply this percentage to the current sales, memorandum sales, and that sales amount is 500 rupees. Will calculate this value by 38.46 and the value is 19,200. In this case, gross profit we have calculated for memorandum trading account, that is 19,200, and with this we will close this memorandum trading account to find out the stock on the date of fire. Here you can see debit side total is 1092 and the credit side total is only 500 rupees. You can see there is only one head, that is sales, and that sales value is 500 or 50,000. If you add two zeros, then the value will be 50,000 rupees. The difference is 592 and that difference we called it as a closing stock. We have finding out here as a balancing figure closing stock, and that is exactly the value of stock on the date of fire. Students, with the help of this or the value of stock on the date of fire, we can find out actual loss of fire. Students, the value of salvage we have given in example, and that value of salvage is 4,000. As I have told you before, that value of loss of stock or the actual loss of stock we can find out by deducting stock salvage by value of stock on the date of fire. Value of stock on the date of fire we have find out right now, that is 59,200. From that we are going to deduct stock salvage, that is 4,000 rupees, and the actual loss of stock we got, that is rupees 55,200. Now listen one important thing, where the average clause is not applicable. Where the average clause is not applicable, this find out amount, that is 55,200, will take as a amount of claim. But where in any example or in any policy the term is that there is average clause is applicable, the formula is different. What is that formula? Here I have put that formula, that is amount of claim in this case where the average clause is applicable, value of insurance policy upon value of stock on the date of fire into actual loss of stock. We'll put that value, we have that all values, 20,000 upon 59,200 into 55,200, and the amount of claim for this is 21,449. Students, briefly I have explained you what is the accounting procedure for loss of stock and how we can calculate it. I have bring here one example, and with this example I hope you can understand and solve all the examples of loss of stock. Students, it's a request to you that if you have not yet subscribed this channel, which is very important for you, please subscribe this and if you like it, you please share this to the other students, which will help them also. Thank you so much.